Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to unlock 9 absolutely essential German phrases that are going to help you smash right through that super frustrating B2 plateau. Let's dive in. Think of these 9 idioms, or Redewendungen, as they're called in German, as your new secret weapon. Once you start weaving these into your conversations, you're going to add so much color and nuance. It'll make your German sound way more natural. Let's break them down. All right, our very first phrase is Das ist ein zweischneidiges Schwert. Let's say that nice and slow. Das ist ein zweischneidiges Schwert. It means that's a double-edged sword. And you know what? It works exactly like it does in English. It's for describing something that has both a good side and a bad side. For example, you might say something like, earning more money is great, but wow, it also means more stress. Es ist wirklich ein zweischneidiges Schwert. See? It's the perfect phrase for those tricky situations that have clear pros and cons. Okay, next up is a phrase I just love because the mental image is so weird and brilliant. Da liegt der Hund begraben. Literally, this translates to, there lies the buried dog. But what it really means is, that's the root of the problem, or that's the real issue here. Just imagine this. You've been trying to figure out for ages why your car won't start. You check the battery, you look at the engine, and then you finally notice the fuel gauge is on empty. In that moment of discovery, you'd go, da liegt der Hund begraben. You found the core of the problem.
So, we've gone from finding problems to giving praise. This next one is just a great way to give a compliment. Das ist nicht von schlechten Eltern. The literal translation is, that's not from bad parents. It's a kind of colloquial, really charming way to say something is impressive or, hey, not too shabby. It has this classic vibe to it that Germans really appreciate.
So, let's say your friend shows you something amazing they did, like they renovated their entire house all by themselves. You can show just how impressed you are by saying, wow, das ist nicht von schlechten Eltern. It's just a fantastic way to show you're blown away. Okay, but what about when things go totally wrong? Oh, this is one you will hear all the time. Da haben wir den Salat. Literally, it means there we have the salad. But I promise you it has nothing to do with food. It means, well, now we're in a mess. Or, great, look what's happened now. Picture it. You're running for the train, you're almost there, but you see it pulling away from the station, and it's the last one for the night. You turn to your friend, let out a big sigh, and say, Na super, da haben wir den Salat. It's just the perfect phrase for any kind of frustrating mess.
All right, here's an easy one for you, because it's exactly the same in English. Das ist die Spitze des Eisbergs. This translates directly to, that's the tip of the iceberg. And guess what? It means the exact same thing. You're only seeing a tiny, visible part of a much, much bigger problem.
This one's great in a work context. For instance, you could say, the few mistakes we've found so far, they are just the tip of the iceberg. This whole project has much deeper issues. It's a really powerful way to show there's a huge problem lurking underneath. So, moving from problems to solutions, let's grab a piece of classic wisdom. Man muss das Eisen schmieden, solange es heiß ist. This is another one with a direct parallel in English. You have to strike while the iron is hot. It's all about seizing an opportunity at that perfect moment. So, for example, if a company offers you your absolute dream job, you don't wait around and think about it for a week. No way! You accept immediately because man muss das Eisen schmieden, solange es heiß ist. Here's another piece of timeless advice, a classic proverb about karma, really. Wer anderen eine Grube gräbt, fällt selbst hinein. Basically, it means that if you try to set a trap for someone else, you're probably going to be the one who falls into it. Think of it as the German way of saying, what goes around comes around. So, if you hear about someone who lied to get a promotion, but then they got caught, you might just shake your head and say, Tja, wer anderen eine Grube gräbt. And what's cool is you often don't even have to finish the sentence. Everyone knows exactly what you mean. Okay, shifting gears from that big piece of wisdom to something really simple and direct. So ist das Leben. It means exactly what it sounds like. That's life. It's what you say when things don't go your way and you realize there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. This is just perfect for those little everyday disappointments. You planned a whole day at the beach, you wake up, and it's pouring rain. You just shrug and say, naja, so ist das Leben. It's just a simple acceptance of reality. And finally, number 9. This is a super useful one for setting boundaries. Es geht dich nichts an. This is a very direct, firm, but still polite way of saying it's none of your business. It's absolutely essential for when people ask overly personal questions.
So if someone gets a little too nosy and asks you something really personal, like how much money you earn, you can just respond, Entschuldigung, aber das geht dich nichts an. It clearly and effectively shuts that line of questioning right down.
And there we have it. 9 brand new tools for your German language toolkit. From describing a complex zweischneidiges Schwert to finally finding where that Hund begraben is, you've now got the expressions you need to make your German sound so much more dynamic and natural.